Hello everyone. In the previous lecture of energy technology, we are discussing solar energy sources like renewable energy sources, the energy that can be reused. Once we use energy, okay, then after again we can reuse or recreate the energy from the source of energy sources. So, as per the solar energy, it having a wide there is a wide range of uh, applications are available of a solar energy. So basically, it depends upon the solar systems. Now, so these are the solar energy applications. So now today's topic is that for wind energy sources. સો પવનચક્કી જે આપણે જોઈ શકીએ છીએ બરાબર વાઇન્ડ એરિયાની અંદર વાઇન્ડ સોર્સ આપણે લગાવીએ છીએ પવનચક્કી. સો wind energy is a free, it is a totally free. We can we have not pay any charges or we have not any uh, taxes from the to get this energy, but obviously we have to pay some machinery charges, some equipment charges to make wind energy. So renewable sources. So there is no matter how much is used today, there will be the same supply in the future. But in the current situation, we we have found it is not much used. Okay, because the special condition is that it requires a windy area. That means कि जहाँ air no flow, the minimum air flow is comes towards the wind plant. So that condition is required for the wind energy sources. But it may be more useful in the futurist. Wind energy is also a source of clean, non-polluting electricity like conventional power plants. Wind power plants emit no air pollution or greenhouse effects. This energy is the very clean, very powerful, non-polluting, and to using this we can generate electricity like a conventional power plants. We can also run wind plants. We can run, and there is a no pollutants are generated or no greenhouse effect is generated using this. It's a clean fuel source. Okay, it's obviously it's clean fuel source. There is a simple fundament are used to generate this types of wind energy. Doesn't pollute the air like a power plant that rely on combustion of fossil fuels such as coal or natural gas, which emit particulate matters, nitrogen oxide and sulfur oxide, causing the human health problems and economic damages to the gases. So this energy doesn't pollute the air. Okay. So basically, if we are run a power plant, so from the power plant, the combustion of oil or a fuel, it generates a generator a cool that means gases which like nitrogen oxide or a sulfur oxide dioxide, which is causing a very high health problems creating. So uh, this energy is very safe, and the mechanism you can see in the photograph, just simply some the very large surface area wings, or we can say that it is a blade are attached to the rotor Okay, and rotor is connected to the electric grinder and uh, okay, so using this they are generating the uh, electricity. So some of the parts are given them. There is a so first is blades, then rotor, pitch, brake, low speed shaft, gearbox, generator. If it is in this arrangement, it should be arranged in that particular proper way. If there is a low wind speed, but the energy consumption, it should be a maximum because of the main is a shaft and જે shaft use કરે છે તેના there is some wind van, high speed shaft, okay, and also there are tower. So these are the main component. Then the next energy sources is geothermal energy sources. The next energy is a geothermal energy sources. Geo energy is a heat from within the earth. Is heat from within the earth. We can recover this heat as a steam or hot water and used it to heat buildings or generate electricity. Geothermal energy, it is similar or one kind of like to solar energy. Okay, so it is the heat of the sun or the heat of the atmosphere we are getting, okay, and we can use it as a electricity or to heat the some kind of applications. It is natural part of the energy flow. It is totally natural, okay, and also it is depend upon the earth depth. Most of the commercial grade production geothermal energy is harvested along localized geothermal systems, okay, where the heat flow is near enough to the surface that hot water or a hot steam is able to rise either to the surface or depth that can be reached by drilling. That means કે જે આપણે we are seeing sometimes of that if we drill or a bore well, we make a bore well at some kind of height like 100 feet, then 200 feet, then after 500 feet, in sometimes of 1000 feet. In some villages there is an bore well are up to 1000 feet because there is some issue where water is not comes through uh, bore well, so they are making a more uh, drilling. So that's why if it is an water is available at a 100 feet, so that means that water is very warmful, or maybe water is maybe it is a warm water or a hot water. Because of the reason is that કે જે પૃથ્વીની અંદર જે ગરમી રહેલી છે તેના કારણે અમુક હાઇટ પરથી એટલે કે અમુક ડિસ્ટન્સ ઊંડાણેથી પાણી જે આવે છે એ કેવું હોય છે, ગરમ હોય છે, બરાબર. સો ધી આર ધ હોટ વોટર સ્પ્રિંગ્સ ફ્રોમ ડ્યુ ટુ ધ જીઓથર્મલ એનર્જી ઓફ અર્થ. આપણે જોઈએ છે બરાબર કે ગરમ પાણીના કુંડ આપણે આવું ક્યારેક સાંભળ્યું છે. સો ધીસ આર વોટ ઇઝ ધીસ and volcano. So all these are the geothermal energy, and energy is released by the earth. Okay, so we cannot any kind of situation we can create and we can generate. It is automatically generated by the nature, but we can use it as a source of geothermal energy. So in India or in Gujarat, at some many places where we can found these types of geothermal hot water caves or hot water wells. Okay, so exactly the semantic representation of ideal geothermal system. So we can make some ideal. So this will be not rightly used in the commercial scale, but we can use as an ideal proportion is given here. So if it is we can find a geothermal area, okay, due to some high technique or from satellite, we can just find out the um, geothermal area. So we can where we can just pull out, or we can drill the some of the wells and some bore wells. So we can generate using this કે આમાંથી આપણે ઊર્જા એનર્જી એઝ અ ફ્યુલ, મતલબ કે એમાંથી પાણી અથવા તો કોઈ મેટલ જે કંઈ છે તે આપણે એમાંથી મેળવી શકીએ છીએ, બરાબર, ફ્રોમ ધી રેઝિવિયર. ઓકે, so the next one is tidal power, tidal energy, which is basically very much important for the futurist power generating units. So tidal power or tidal energy is the form of hydropower. So it is basically of hydropower. In simple words, we can say that it is a water power. So hydro energy is basically what it doing. It converts the energy obtained from the tides into useful form of power, mainly in the electricity. When in the sea there is a tidal tides or oats are comes. So basically due to this, the very big and there are the heavy hydropower plants are set up on the or on the dam or some river. At the end of the dam, we are just generate hydropower, or we establish generate hydropower, and the force of the water gets on the turbine, and we can generally make electricity. So these tides are more predictable than the wind and the sun. This can be more predictable, okay, easily predictable. That can be, we can also manipulate this. We can um, we can uh, uh, we can build a dam on the river or some seas. So what happened? So due to the dam of on the river Bangkok, so basically use at where we are using the thermal energy sources like a hydropower plant. So for example, in Gujarat there is an Ukai Kakrapar Yojana, which is the high rated and highly electricity generated unit at where. So some all these among sources of renewable energy, tidal energy has the traditionally suffered from relatively high cost and limited availability of sites with sufficient high tidal range or a flow velocity, thus constructing its total availability. That means all the renewable energy sources among all this energy is basically a very costly, because you have to generate energy. You તમારે શું કરવું પડે છે? You have to build a dam on the river, so it requires very high cost. Okay, then after the machinery cost, then after the some manpower and machinery, hydropower plants cost, all these costs are very relatively very high, and the availability of these kind of sources are very low, because of some sites are very poor and low sufficient for to generating the electricity. So high tidal ranges or flow velocities are sometimes it may be less, or maybe not even it required. So that there is a constructing it is very high. That means it requires a very high cost. So there is a tidal power energy sources, for the simply construction is given. જેમ કે જો અહીંયા શું આપેલું છે કે સી અને દરિયાની વચ્ચે અને જે ટર્બાઇન અને જનરેટર એવું એક ડેમ બનાવી અને વચ્ચે મૂકી શકો, જેથી પાણી જે પસાર થશે તો એમાંથી શું થશે કે એ ટર્બાઇન ફરશે અને જેનાથી શું થશે, જ્યારે ભરતી અને ઓટ આવે, માની લો કે જ્યારે ટાઇડ ઇઝ કમિંગ, ભરતી આવે છે ત્યારે શું થશે કે ભાઈ આ ભાગમાં વધારે હોય દરિયામાં, તો દરિયામાંથી કેવા કે જે સૂકા વિસ્તારમાં જે પાણી જશે તો ત્યાં શું થઈ જશે કે જેનાથી ટર્બાઇન ફરશે અને ઇલેક્ટ્રિસિટી જનરેટ થશે. સિમિલર કેસની અંદર રાઇટ એન્ડ અનોધર વે જ્યારે ભરતી જતી રહેશે પાછી ત્યારે બી એ જ રીતે ટર્બાઇન મૂવ થશે. સો ધીસ આર ધ simple construction. Okay, now the biomass at left hand side also given a simple construction. Biomass energy. So biomass energy is organic material that comes from a plant and animals. So this energy is we can already learnt in the previous years of standards like 8th and 10th standard. So biomass energy is one kind of renewable energy sources, and we know that it is comes from the plants and animal waste. And biomass contains storage energy from the sun. Plants absorb the sun's energy, process called photosynthesis process. Okay, so this waste is absorb the sun's energy, and then photosynthesis process is occurs, and then biomass is burned, and the chemical energy in the biomass is released as in the form of heat. So it is called uh, biomass energy. So type of some biomass like a wood fuel, rubbish, some wastage, alcohol fuel, some crops and landfill gases. Okay, so these are the some example, and these are the source of or the diagram or of the biological waste. Okay, so some of the agriculture waste or sewage treatments waste or municipalities solid waste and animals waste, all this get into the one place, and then it are combustion, and it is automatically combusted by getting the energy from the sun and generating the biomass energy, or also it is known as a biogas. Okay, so right now it's now the first chapter of energy technology is over now. Okay,